Okay. Hi guys, I can't tell if I'm working on, I think my internet has a wobble. Do you know what? It works all morning. Stresses. So it's Nicci. Okay, I'm live on both now, except Instagram can't see me. I'm not even on the screen on Instagram. That's really clever. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to sort this out. I don't know why. Yeah. Okay, guys. I will be with you in just a sec. This is the brilliance of. There we go. Let's just try and start that one again. I'm Nicci from Gracie's house. Excellent, I'm on both screens now. I'm Nicci from Gracie's house. I am a brand ambassador for Redesign with Prima, and despite those initial wee technical difficulties, we seem to be okay now. So I've got hello to all the Instagram lovelies and hello to all my Facebook lovelies that come and watch me. We're going to work with stamps and stencils today. As you come on, do pop a little comment in and say hello. I'll do my best to answer any comments. Those of you that are on Instagram, I know I need to answer your comments as and when, because they don't come on to the video once it's posted. So once I've finished, I can't see anymore. I will do my best. I can see Barb and Patricia. Hello, my lovely. So we're going to work with stamps and stencils. So I have got the Elegant Scrolls stamp, and I have got the Butterfly Script stencil. So we're going to layer these up. I'm working on a dressing table that's behind me, so I don't want to give too much of that away. Thank you, Kick-Ash Furniture. Hello, Debbie. As I said, I'll do my best. The away, so I'm going to do my best. I made this fabulous colour, painted all with Paint Couture. So this is a little recipe I've made of my own. I've called it Robin's Egg. Hi, Lisa. So it's half and half of Angel Eyes and Angelic, both Paint Couture colours. So this is like a real nice pale duck egg type of colour. And we've got a little bit of transfer on already. That's going on. But all your retailers. Guys on Facebook, I think I lost you there for a while. You haven't missed much. I'm just chatting. And the great thing is with these cling stamps, because they're not sticky, but they have that kind of surface. This block, how cool is that? So it gives you even pressure. You can get, they come in, I think 3 different sizes. So this is the only one that I've got at the moment. But it allows you to have even pressure on your stamp. So when you place it, sometimes if you're using your fingers, it can give you uneven pressure, which is fine if you want that really kind of handicraft or the vintage look. Handmade, it's not really an issue, but I'm going to give this a go today. So that's the first little thing. If you haven't seen these blocks before, they are awesome. I'm also going to be using the roller and the Perspex sheet that also comes with the roller set. So I'm going to do paint first. I'm going to be using rose gold from Paint Couture. So it's a lovely subtle, the Paint Couture metallics are awesome. They have a lot of pigments and glitter kind of mixed into them. This one's quite subtle. So there's one called Stardust, which is absolutely phenomenal. This is much more subtle. I think I used it on, did I use it on the stamp? No, I didn't. I haven't used this on any Prima products yet, Prima projects. So we always give them a little bit of a stir to make sure that we've got all of the metallic pigments through. I'm just going to scrape that off. Just make sure that if there's any sediment. So can you see? Ooh, shimmery. I'll show you on Facebook as well. There we go. So I'm just going to pop a little tiny bit out onto my acrylic block, or my sheet here. I'm going to use the roller. Those of you on Facebook, I'm trying to manage that you can all see what I'm doing. So I'm going to use that to make sure that my roller's coated all the way around. but also I don't want it dripping with paint. So this is where it helps. You can give it a good sort of squidge, get it loaded up onto the roller, but you don't want it dripping. You want to be able to coat your stamp with a very, very thin layer. You don't want it to go into the recesses of your stamp, because then you won't get clarity. So nice and handy, because I've already got it loaded onto my block, and I'm going to use the roller to make sure that I've got a nice even coverage. So there you go, can you see? And the great thing is these stamps and the blocks all see through, so you can see where you're placing. Really, really awesome if you're trying to line up a repeating pattern, because you can still see what's going on. So that's the stamp we're going for. Now I want to make sure I've got the right drawer, the right side, and I'm going the right way. So that's my drawer, the right side up, and I want it to be here like this. So I'm just going to pop it down so I can get it lined up properly. And I'm just going to pop it down, and you just give it even a good squidge, a good push down. I've got a little bit there that I'm just going to do because it fell off. It's sort of not, my block's not big enough, my stamping block. And then I'm going to lift it up, and it's beautiful and subtle. Can you see? And there's a bit of shimmer. If I turn it into the light, can you just see the shimmer? Oh, pretty. Okay, so I'm going to do another piece. I'm not going to go all the way to the back of the drawer, because you don't pull drawers all the way out, but I'm going to do another piece to sort of match it and fill in the gap there. Let me just, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to sit down again, if I can get my bottom of my stool in the right place. So I'm just going to reload. Okay, and do the same again. I'm just going to try and fit it in so that it's not overlapping. Perfect. So if you've got any questions as you go along, as I said, feel free to pop them in the comments. Your broadcast is not clear. I hope my internet, I think, might be a bit glitchy today. Not a huge amount I can do, I'm afraid. So I think I lost some people early on, and it seems to have settled down a bit. So apologies if you're having any problems watching. Okay, there we go. So can you see? I have to tilt it because the lighting and the way the camera works. Oh, it's pretty. Not clear and keeps pausing. I'm really, really sorry if anyone's having issues. My internet signal on both my devices shows that I have internet, but it seems to be not playing games today. So fingers crossed it settles down. So I'm hoping you can see what we've done so far. I've got a hairdryer, I'm just gonna dry that piece off. And because it's such a thin section, Bob, it's really pretty, isn't it? Because it's such a thin layer of paint, it's already dry. Happy days. Okay, so I'm really sorry to those of you who are struggling to see. We've got some people watching today. Oh, Barb, you missed which metallic. I'm using Paint Couture Rose Gold. Gorgeous. So it's beautifully subtle, and actually it's perfect for the pink tones that we've got going on in the stencil. What did I use? Missed the beginning of the story. So we're using the, this is the Elegant Scrolls stencil, the Cling stencil. Oh, sorry, stencils, and I'm using the Rose Gold metallic paint from Paint Couture. So we've done that as the first section. I'm going to quickly move on to there's so many products with so many names that are similar. Butterfly Script. I have to double check and make sure that I've got the right product. So I'm going to be using this one. Again, need to make sure that this is up the right way. So I'm going to turn it around just so that until I've finished, and then I'll show you. So can everybody see what I'm actually working on? Yes, I think so. And I'm going to use Old Silver, which is the Alchemy metallic waxes. These little tubes, they're slightly smaller than the Decor waxes, still very, very pigmented. And I thought I'd put a brush out for this, and I obviously haven't. I'm sure I did. There it is. It was hiding. Really, really pigmented and lovely. So I'm going to get my note to self. See this little section here? You're going to want to take that off. You don't want that on your piece, your project or whatever. It's been done. Oh, connection. Oh, I'm having a real hard time with the internet today, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm going to keep going. We're going to persevere, keep calm, carry on. So you just need to pop a bit of tape on so that you're not going to be transferring that onto your piece or your project. I'm going to get 3 lines of wording onto my drawer side. So I'm just going to pop it there. And again, I'm not going to bother doubling up to go to the back of the drawer because the drawer will, you don't pull the drawers all the way out, very rarely. You could take this down, but because there's plenty of room in between each line of text, if you can see, I'm just going to use my hands to hold it down. Actually, no, I'm not. I've got my tape with me. That's lazy. I'm being lazy. Taping it down will help you. You can use some spray adhesive to hold your transfers down if you like. Transfers your stencil. All the internet wobble's thrown me. Flustered. There we go. I've got brushes. So this is from Redesign with Prima. I've been using this morning, but it's pretty much dried off from the darker colours that I've been using. I'll just rub that on my trousers. And I'm just going to kind of coat it. You know, you can just see a little bit. I don't want, again, a bit like when you're using paint, I don't want to overload, but I'm going to use it. Stenciling with paint can be tricky. Getting that right balance, and I've lost Instagram again. Oh, what a disaster. Never mind. Can be a really, really tricky balance. You know, you have to have it almost dry, and then it feels like it's taking forever. I much prefer rolling for stenciling with paint, but these are such a lovely creamy consistency. It doesn't take much to get, you know, the full coverage that you need through a stencil. So I've done that whole line, and that was just with that first load up. Instagram people, I'm really sorry if you keep losing me. I'm so sorry. And these brushes come in sets, or you can buy them separately. And again, these are all from Redesign with Prima. They wash up brilliantly. I use them a lot. You could also squeeze some of this out onto a paper plate or something if you felt a bit more comfortable doing that. I just squeeze it from the tube, and then there's no waste. So I've picked the silver and the rose gold because I can't make my mind up, basically. Why does the bow stop? I'm not sure what you mean. Okay, so I'm just going to lift that off. And again, we're looking for real subtlety. I don't want... Oh, it's gone again on Instagram. Goodness me. I'm wanting the layering to be really subtle. Oh, look at that. Can you see? I'm trying to get the tilt right so that you can see both the colours and the shimmer on both. Yeah, it's about there, isn't it? I think where you can see everything. Pretty. And the great thing about the waxes is, you know, a couple of hours and they're dry, and you know, overnight and they're cured. So you don't need to worry about sealing them. Because there's paint on here, You could seal them, but the paints have all got built-in top coats as well. Get another drawer out. It's really pretty, isn't it? Dutch Tulip, I'm so glad that you're still with me. You've persevered as well, thank you. I've lost Facebook a little bit there. Oh, I'm having a disaster. So just because I don't want to do that. I'm going to do another one because it was so quick. Let's just get another one done. So you see, I couldn't make my mind up even on the drawer handles. I've got one in rose gold and one in silver. I'm waiting for a brighter, sparklier silver to come. I think they're going to be silver, but there we go. So I'm going to pop a little bit more paint. Oh, that's dribbled onto my little acrylic sheet. Making a mess there. Thanks everybody. If I'm losing you, I really appreciate everybody for sticking with it. So I'm loading up again. Actually, I'm just going to take a bit off of that. Just loading up the stamp again. And these clean off really well too. So, you know, because I'm on live, as soon as I'm finished, I'm going to race down and get these cleaned off. But they really do clean up very well, which is fab. So I'm going to do the same here. I'm just lining it up, making sure it fits on nicely. It's a little bit overlapped. I don't mind. I think this drawer's ever so slightly more shallow than the one I've just done, but I don't mind. So again, just using the handle, you can get really good even pressure on these, on the stamps for the stamp block. There we are again. Oh, so pretty. And I'm going to load up. And we're going to go the other way, like we did on the other drawer. We'll go about there, I think. So how's everybody? Spring is well and truly arrived here. The birds are singing, the sun is out. It's really, really nice. You know, it's hard to believe that a couple of weeks ago we had snow again. It wasn't snowman type snow, but we had snow. So there we go. And it's that quick, see, as well. So I'm just going to get my hairdryer again. A quick buzz over with this. And as I said, the paint couture paints, built-in top coat, they really are tough. And because the Decor waxes and the Alchemy waxes cure kind of with overnight, you know, there's no sealing needed on any of this work I'm doing here. So I'm going to use the same. Actually, I might not get 3. Oh, I'm going to still get 3 on. Good, good. So I'm just using the same tape, and I'm going to use my silver. So it's old silver. I can't remember if I mentioned or not the colour. So these smaller tubes are Alchemy, and they're metallic. I don't want to tempt fate, but it seems to have settled down. But I think I lost loads of people on the way around. So. Oh, guys, you're back. I don't know how much anyone's got to see today. Okay, let's just take a bit off. Right. I haven't seen any comments recently on. Oh, there we go. Brilliant. It's like, if it's not Facebook, it's Instagram that's dropping out, and I'm having a, oh, but it's so pretty as well. Oh, it's so pretty, and look how well it goes with the front. Okay guys, I really appreciate you sticking, those of you that stuck with me and persevered, but I think we might have to admit defeat. I'm looking at my internet router, even though my device is high, Parisian studio, even though my internet devices, sorry, my devices are saying my signal is fine, my router is flashing red at me, so that's obviously the issue that I have. But I really appreciate everybody that stayed with me. I'm Nicci from Gracie's house. This has been a fun live session, short. I'm going to give up now because I don't think it's getting any better. So we used, just as a quick recap in case you can still hear me, we used the Elegant Scrolls stamp. Layered over the top was the butterfly script stencil, and I used the Paint Couture Rose Gold for the stamp, using the Redesign with Prima roller, and we've used the stamp block, which I'm loving, love the stamp block, and then we used the old silver Art Alchemy wax to do the stenciling with. Right guys, thank you ever so much for joining me. Sorry it's a short one, but I think everyone's getting as frustrated as I am, so I'll end it there. But thank you.